Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching to You Stay Classy San Marino. We're on a bit of a run, not to brag, but we are on a bit of a run. Let's just have a look here at our fixtures and I'll show you what happened. So we obviously lost the first game of the season, you'll remember that. We then went on an excellent little run, except for a loss to Inter. We've won and or drawn every other game. So a 1-0 win over Palermo. It was an edgy 1-0, but we did get there eventually, Caballero tapping home. We then drew with Navarra, who were bottom. We came from behind, Kidi scoring his first league goal for the club, but importantly scoring a goal for the club and coming from behind to draw. We then drew again with Regina, an absolutely stunning goal from Michel Grinendijk, putting us 2-1 up, but they equalised late on. Before we then went on an excellent little run. Obviously we conceded in all of them except for the last one there, but it has been a good run nevertheless. 2 goals from Zimani, beat Genoa. 2 goals from Zimani, 1 from Evangelisti and a late winner from Caballero, but put Lazio down. We then lost 4-1 to Inter, although we were ahead 1-0 before I think Sagredo got sent off in that game. Let's just double check. But I think he did. Yes, he did. He got sent off. In fact, that's why I was looking at his name, wasn't it? That's why his name was there. So, yeah, sent off. Vardic scored a penalty before that, so we were on top, although obviously we did end up getting beat pretty badly. We then, since then, won everything. 3-1 against Juventus, 4-1 against Livorno, 3-1 against Napoli. Lots of goals being scored by us, and it's nice to see. Frosinone, a come from behind victory. Verona, a come from behind victory, and a Caballero hat-trick. And then a 2-0 win over Cremonese. Silveira scoring a stunner and Caballero tapping home late on, meaning that Caballero is now the club record goal scorer. I'll show you that in a second. First off, we'll show you Serie A. We are up in 4th place after just 13 games. We have 29 points already. That's a very good return. That's over halfway to where we were last season, and we're only a third of the way through the season. That's good. Technically we're only 6 points off the top, but that's essentially irrelevant because we won't be up here for that long, methinks. But yeah, I will just show you quickly Serie A. San Marino. I'll show you the information. I'll show you the fact that I am now a legend. Sagredo has somehow got himself onto the favoured personnel list. Caballero must soon be going up to icons. If we look at the history and then we look at our records, and then we say player records, most league goals for the club, that would be Jose Javier Caballero with 66, overtaking that kid Di Nicola, the guy who went to Andria and who is now retired and is now a terrible scout. That guy, Salvo Di Nicola. So yeah, good on him. He's not a very good scout either, otherwise I'd have signed him. But actually, do you know what? I might still sign him. It might just be fun to have him back. Is he still part of the... Do they still like him? No, he's gone off the boil a bit there. Pietro Morelli's still on there. He's a coach now, and not a brilliant one. Good. Anyway, not to get too excited into all these little bits of trivia, I do want to mention that even though it's not mentioned here, if I go to the boardroom, apparently we are in the middle of building a new stadium. We're also in the middle of upgrading our youth facilities, and I did speak to them about trying to get our training facilities done, but they say no, they don't have enough money. I've got a contract, but not for ages, so we'll leave that, and I'll go into some of this later on. What was the other thing I was going to mention? Oh, we signed Caballero on a longer deal. He came to us and said he wanted more money. I said, absolutely, you can. And now he's on a deal, 22.5 grand a week, which is much more fitting his statistics. And he's extended it for 5 years, so up until 2089. We might have him up until the new century. I doubt it, because by that point he'd be... Well, add 37, so if he stays here for his entire career and has an unusually long career, he'll be here until the new century, but probably not. He's already got a lot of goals for the club, 66 in all competition, well, in league, obviously more than that during all competitions. Shut up with these words, and I will, because we're going to move on to our doubleheader against Sampdoria. Sampdoria not doing very well in the league. They've sacked their manager and they're on a terrible run of form. Of course, all that stuff goes out the window in the cup. That's the cliche. We're expected to get to the first round of the cup by the board, so that would be, if we win this game, we'll go through to that next round. Bailey's travelling to the international squad, so we'll bring in Lucio, who started off pretty fine, but we just brought in the other guy because he was better. We will do our best to not play maybe a stunningly strong first team, maybe give a couple of younger players a chance. Vardic is actually out injured at the moment, he'll be out for a while, so we don't have another left midfielder. Do we have anyone in the youth team who could play left mid? Oh, I also want to bring in, before I forget, I want to bring in this guy. So he's the guy who came from Welling. He was Ethiopian, he's now been capped by England under 19. We're going to bring him into the first team for this game. We might even start him, giving Caballero a game off. We'll put Zmiani on the bench and let him play. And do we have a winger that's any good down here? Probably not. Maybe him, but I mean, he's not good anyway, no. We've got Chiadi, awful, and Cardinale, injured and awful. Great, so we've got nobody to play left midfield. Actually, do we have a reserve left midfielder? No. So we'll just go with Asensi can play out there. Why not? Groenendijk's tired and we need him for the actual league game against Samp later on in the week. We'll also start with Courtney Harris in midfield there. Otherwise, I feel like this is a good side. Amara will get his chance to play a first team game for us. I think he did technically play, let me just check, 'cause I think I played him as a, yeah, he got 2 games last year in the league as substitution, as a substitute in the last couple of games. He doesn't even have a biography yet, that's how good he is. Maybe it wasn't in the last couple of games, but certainly he definitely played. I think we had a slight striker shortage. Let's say, come on lads, show me what you can do, and then I'll passionately tell them to do things. And I'm going to say to him, calm, going to tell him I've got faith in him. Well, considering that, I could have just said the thing to the both of them. I was going to tell him that there's no pressure, but it's a cup game, so obviously there's no pressure, it doesn't matter. It would be nice to win this, because it doesn't, I think if we get to the first round, that's technically the last 16, and then there's just the quarters, the semis and the final to go after that, so there's only 4 more games in this competition if we go through here today. Obviously that's an achievable run, I think. If we get a good little run going, and we're now clearly capable of playing most of the big teams, at least if we keep all of our men on the pitch, except for possibly Udinese and Inter, but everyone else we seem to be able to, you know, go tit for tat with, and maybe win in a one-off situation. So here's hoping, and yeah, getting to the cup final, or you know, or winning it would be sensational, and it would be a good, easy way to get into Europe, which would help with our progression in terms of our reputation and help us get some better players. Ruba to Harris, Amara. Amara goes round his man, still going, tackled, but Sensi has it. Sensi puts it into Kidi. Kidi, his shot was saved, and it's gone out for a throw. It's hard to tell if this is their first team, because I've not played them this season, so I don't know who's who, but I mean, they've got someone who's number 13 in goal, although that said we've got number 15 in goal. So it's hard to tell. Sensi out to Evangelisti, to Silvera. Silvera scores an absolute stunner. Look at that. 1-0 to San Marino, away at Sampdoria. We're obviously playing the league game against them after this. That's also away, which we thank the scheduling gods for. We don't have to travel home just to play the same team. So yeah, bit of fun. A bit of fun. Sampdoria 0, San Marino 1. Let's get to the first round of the cup at least. Silvera again. He goes for it again? He does, but wafts it wide. Not good enough. Okay, Ruba playing it forward. Oh dear. Oh, nicely held by Lucio. Knight scored an absolute stunner in the game against Juventus, I want to say. It was this, or maybe it was Napoli. But yeah, he was on the wrong side. It was a little reminiscent of, if you'll remember, the goal that Śląsk Wrocław scored in the final of the Europa League against Real Madrid, where he kind of just arrowed it in from quite a long way out on his wrong foot, and that was similar to what, similar but not identical to what young Mr. Knight did. Yeah, and it was great. So they are pushing forward in the last few minutes of this half, although now we have an opportunity to break and Quirky can use his pace. He does. He goes around his man and he has the chance to shoot, but he puts it wide. There was an opportunity to stretch the play a little bit and maybe give Amara the ball on a platter, but no, we didn't do it. Amara's looking pretty tired. I'm going to ask them to say that there's more stuff to come. Give Amara longer on the pitch. Has he taken a knock? He seems like he's way lower in terms of fitness than everyone else, although if he's only been playing youth team football that does kind of make sense. Silvera with a free kick and it goes over. Okay. Right, Harris up to Asensi. Silvera wins it. Quirky has it, turns and shoots, but he misses. What I have been doing is keeping an eye on their team ratings over here. Amara and Asensi, both of them low on their condition. Silvera puts the ball in. Evangelisti, how has he missed that? Completely free, just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Should have buried that, really. Harris doing nicely there. Amara turns, gives it to Asensi. Asensi puts the ball in towards Quirky, but it was a tired pass. I think we might take off Asensi and Amara. Bring on Zimiani. And can we bring someone on who doesn't play very much? Maybe we can do that as well. Because Bush has not been starting so much this season. I think he needs a little bit more time to maybe come in and have some time out of the team when he does badly. Battisti fouled. Silvera with the free kick, and we're making our triple sub now. Knight to Silvera to Milivojevic to Quirky. Quirky's shot comes off Zimiani, and there's a foul by Zimiani. It's been booked. Has it been booked? No, it hasn't been booked. How the hell did he do a foul? Maybe it hit his hand or something. Anyway, Castro, big ball in. Dogger. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Hey, really? Pathetic. Terrible defending. Souza at fault there, letting his man get goal side of him. Very poor. And what seemed like a fairly comfortable 1-0 now looks like we're going to have to go to extra time again. Okay, maybe not. Silvera with the free kick. Medina makes a save. Medina outright by our standards, but left for him. Castro running. Can he turn and maybe mess up? Maybe. Plays the ball back to Medina. Castro has it now again, plays it across the pitch, but Bush intercepts. Quirky has it. Quirky, Zimiani, Sivertsen scores from the wrong side. Sivertsen, I think that's his 4th goal of the season. Not bad. Pretty poor finishing from Quirky and Zimiani, both right at the goalkeeper. Or is that true? Did Quirky shoot? Yeah, Quirky shot right at the goalkeeper. Zimiani's one was deflected, but Sivertsen was there, able to tap home. And it is 2-1. Okay, that's promising. Now, can we hold on? 3 minutes left. Guillaume. Okay, Silvera's free kick. Evangelisti at the back post. And again he heads over. Very poor. Lucio easily gathering the ball there. And he plays it out to Knight. Knight to Milivojevic. Can he just go up the line? No, he's slowing it down. Silvera back to Knight. Harris to Silvera. Silvera to Milivojevic, who finds Quirky. Quirky running through. Can he cross it? Oh, he just needed to centre it and Zimiani would have had a tap in. Knight to Milivojevic. Back to Knight. Knight, can he cross? No, Castro gets there, but it's a corner. Okay, Silvera. Crosses towards Evangelisti again. Probably would have been a waste, but he didn't even get there this time. Zimiani. Oh, Zimiani. His finishing has been pretty good this year. I've been pretty happy with him. He's been much improved from last year. And there we go. 2-1 winners. We're through in the cup. Number 11 went off to celebrate on his own. Well done. A 2-1 win away from home. Not bad at all. We were completely dominant. We shouldn't have been so close. But yeah, we did well. Silvera getting himself man of the match. I wonder who we'll get in the next round. Did anyone big get knocked out? Didn't see. Oh no, it's unlikely to have been because I think now basically all the big teams come in. I want to know how you get into the first round just straight off. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, 12,000 euros. We're through, and then we get to play Torino, and then the winner of that will play Juve or Brescia. So let me just see. did they play in the qualifying rounds? No, so maybe it's if you're in Europe you get to skip to the first round. But anyway, we will be playing Torino. We'll maybe come back for that game after this one. We'll find out. Anyway, attend. We were brilliant. We'll just take it one game at a time. Goalkeeper did well. Fernando did well. It's a good challenge. Didrik Sivertsen scored a goal, and it'll give us all more belief. Yeah, so we're selling out the stadium a lot. I don't know if you saw that, so it's good that we're getting a new one built. We've got a whole just bunch of youngsters being scouted. The last year, am I wrong in saying this? Last year the runner-up was Verona. Okay, so I think in the last year's semi, let's just check because I want to know if that's right. I think last year's semi was like one of the, where was it? Semi-final second leg, Empoli. And Empoli were last year in Series C in the third division. So Empoli got to the semi-finals despite being in the third division. So it's clearly possible to have a little run at the competition if you get a decent little, two teams with dolphins on their badges. Nice. If you get a decent run together. So I feel like we absolutely need to try and do that now. And just try and get into Europe somehow. Maybe we can do it in the league this year. That might be a bit of an ask, although I think it goes down to 6th. The qualification spots, it goes down to as far as 6th, so we don't have to improve too much to get in there. We are in excellent form, as you can see from the form table there. I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. I still am concerned about the centre-back situation. They never quite seem to be as good as maybe they statistically should be, so maybe that's me playing them in the wrong position, or maybe they're not getting enough cover from the midfield. We're obviously still missing a really good second left midfielder because Groenendijk, despite scoring one worldie this season, isn't good enough. And let's just see what we've got here. Yeah, fine. Cavaliero, shoot with more power. Why? Jonason, Pantelis. Yeah, scout them all, my friends. Scout Argentina for sure. Sabo should be in the team apparently. Wroblewski, the Argentinian. Scout. And I feel like I've been distracted from what I was talking about before. See how easy that is? Anyway, Sampdoria again. Lazio in takeover talks again. They nearly got bought out by a tycoon during the summer, and I was going to get quite upset, but that ended up falling through. Who's going to win the league? Well, I'd say it's probably going to be Udinese. I think technically Inter are top right now. Yeah, but Udinese won it with 100 odd points last year, so they certainly should be challenging. And I mean, technically we're only 6 points off, but like I say, we're not going to be challenging for the title by the end of the season. That said, I do think we could finish as high as 5th or 6th. I feel like that shouldn't be beyond us. We're now able to beat teams like Juventus and Napoli pretty regularly. Cagliari are another bogey team that I don't think we've beaten Cagliari yet in the league. I always seem to pick them as a team that we should beat, and we never do. But we're starting to beat the teams down here with a little bit more regularity, except for obviously Novara and Regina, who we really should have had extra points off of. But there we go, whatever. So you can score in the youth team, can you? How many did he get? Just the one. Well, he tried his hand at the first team, didn't get himself a goal, but that's fine. He can maybe play against Torino. Livorno losing to Palermo. Good, that's a good result for us, and that's also a good result for us. So this is meaning that we're more entrenched in our 4th spot. Obviously I'm saying that we should be aiming for between sort of, well, 4th downwards, like absolutely maximum, but I'd say we should be aiming for 5th or 6th. And the more that those teams in 5th or 6th drop points, the more chance we have of putting some distance between them now, which would be a good thing, because we're in good form now, so we should try and make the most of it whilst we're there, because there will inevitably be a drop-off. It always happens. especially right now, whilst the team is not really fully there yet. Going to move a couple of things around on my desk, and then I'm going to open my water bottle. Now, Samp have lost 4 in a row. So, and one of those games was against us. So this guy, like, I'm not going to bother looking at them. No, they've offered Derek Ray. Don't want him. He's probably really good. No, he's not. He played for Cheltenham Town less than a decade ago. I don't want him. They bought him for free, and then he went on. Wow, what a weird career he had. Bought off Celtic by Kilmarnock for £18,000. Went to Cheltenham on a free. Then they sold him to Sheffield Wednesday. Wow, they're in the Championship as well. God, I love Football Manager when it gets this far into the future. Weird shit like this. Okay, here we go. So, Marino versus Sampdoria. Any other big games that we should be excited about? Not really. We'll put Caballero back into the side. Yes, obviously Amara's not able to play. He's injured, in fact. What's happened to him? It's annoying. Right, in he comes. Sabo hasn't even had a sniff this season yet. I'm sure his time will come. Now then, Yilmaz in. Groenendijk in. He did okay, Ascendi, but not good enough. And then at the back, can we put Bailey back in? No, he's still off with Trinidad. Alrighty then, that's the squad. Oh, do we take Sousa out? Sousa didn't play brilliantly, and we've got Segredo back. Let's go with Segredo. Definitely better. Right, Samp. Their striker Fabio hasn't scored for 773 minutes. Let's see him score a hat-trick now. So we just won here 4 days ago. Let's go out and do it again, but this time with the proper boys. In the same colours and everything. Beautiful. Probably still got the same sweat on the kits. Guillaume, Del Porte, Velasquez, Castro. Oh, they're playing it round. They're definitely playing a different team. They've certainly got a different goalkeeper. And if you look at the numbers, their first 11 are much lower numbered than the last one. I was going to mention it, except for the fact that our team has quite a lot of high numbers as well. But yeah, they had a lot of 23s and 25s playing in the last game, whereas this time around they've got... Oh, nicely put in, but didn't quite get there. Silvera wins the ball again and again. Keedy back to Silvera, shoots, and Romani saves. Different goalkeeper for sure. Couple of players who did play last time. Oh, Ruba fouls, and he's going to get booked. Do not send him off. The Estonian is booked. Oh, out to Greco on the edge of the box. He shoots but hits the side netting. They play 4-4-2, we play 4-4-2, that's fine. Groenendijk. Tonight the ball goes in. Oh, it's been fumbled by the goalkeeper. And who's been given that? Did Knight get that? Or was that Keedy? Robert Keedy. It doesn't even hit the back of the net. So the ball comes in from Knight. The goalkeeper drops it. Keedy slides in there and it just trickles over the line there. Beautiful stuff. What a goal. Probably goal of the month. Possibly goal of the season. And we are 1-0 up. Yet again, this is good to see. Castro to Velasquez to Del Porte, who shoots and hits it wide. Nothing for Lucio to do. Lucio's ball forward. Caballero gets it, takes it, and gives it to Milivojevic, who goes past his man. Can he cross? He puts the ball in, but Aaron is there. Nice tackle there from Evangelisti. Keedy this time with the opportunity to score a proper goal. Oh, he doesn't though. He hits the crossbar. Lovely play. Silvera with the corner. It comes in towards Evangelisti again. We all know how successful that kind of thing is, but we keep doing it. Silvera, is he going to shoot? No, he passes it to Segredo, who practiced that one on the training pitch, you can tell. Ruba gets the ball back to Lucio. Nicely done. Lucio up to Ruba. And again back to Lucio. Can we get a second goal, please, and stop fucking around like this? Thank you, lads. Looks like we still won the throw-in, though. That's good. Okay, Silvera's cross. Again, Evangelisti heads over. Seriously, mate, can you not go up? And can Sagredo please go up? Oh, he was up. Right. Del Porte out to Greco on the edge of the box again. Not picked up, but his shot goes well over the bar. That's fine. We'll take it. Oh, dear. Oh, Keedy goes through the back of Tonino. And he's been booked. Now then, Castro still got the booking logo up on the screen. That's how quick this free kick was. Tonino into Del Porte. Del Porte back to Abero. Oh, terrible pass off the bum of one of our players. And Del Porte goes for a long-range shot again. But it goes over the bar. Everyone seems to be playing okay except for Groenendijk. That's no surprises. Groenendijk is definitely the worst player on the pitch. At least from our side. Markkanen running with the ball. Sort of aimlessly. They say it would have been a stunning goal if he'd scored it. Obviously it would have been. Lots of things would be if you're going to take that as your yardstick. Oh, Evangelisti heads over again. Why is it that he always wins the ball in the air and heads it over? Like, why can't Sagredo be the one that wins it in the air and then heads it in? Caballero down towards... Oh dear. It's all moving around. Bit of ping pong in the middle there. Greco, Del Porte, Fabio. Oh, nice little reverse pass, but we intercept. Groenendijk, of course, fouls. Not even sure how he managed that. Guillaume towards the back post, but Yilmaz heads it clear. And Knight, can he... All he had to do was hit it up the line without kicking it out. Very nice. Anyway, 44 minutes gone. They've certainly been on the ball a lot more. We don't seem to be quite as in control of this one as we did with the last one. Let's just see the stats. Maybe I'm wrong. Feels like there's just been a lot of mussing around in the middle. Well, they've just not had any shots on target. All their shots have been long range. Oh, fucking rubbish. Of course, that's the lad who hasn't scored for over 10 hours. That's like 12 hours of football and then he scores the stunner. Of course. Sagredo, big ball forward. Caballero to chase. Played it back to Romani off their defender. Knight to Silvera into Yilmaz. Groenendijk with it again. Groenendijk's shot deflected and through to the goalkeeper. Does they launch a counter? They do. Well, they sort of. Well, they have the ball anyway. Caballero to Groenendijk. Groenendijk cuts inside. Silvera passes it, but it would have been offside, and it was not impressive. Milivojevic coming off, I think. Caballero hasn't really done anything, and let's leave the last substitution for a few more minutes. Oh dear, here we go. Fabio tries to play an Abero, but Ruba was taken out. Abero's going to get a book in here probably. Yeah, a yellow card. Have we made our subs? Yes, we have. Lucio up towards Zimiani. He wins the header, but it doesn't go to anyone. Markkanen running down the left. Passes the ball to Abero in the middle to Fabio. Velasquez with the ball. Great save from Lucio. Game agrees. Tips it just wide. Kilbada. Great name. Velasquez heads over. Let's bring on Gallic. I like him. But he's not Gallic. He's from Slovakia. Romani puts the ball forward. Sagredo loses out, but we collect the second ball. Sivertsen chasing down. No. Oh, get there, Knight, get there. He does, and Sivertsen now has it. What's he going to do? Plays it inside to Gallic. Gallic to Groenendijk. Groenendijk into Keedy. Keedy to Sivertsen. Gallic again. Sivertsen. Keedy turns, shoots, but Romani saves. That was pretty tame effort, if you ask me. Knight's being chased down here under pressure, plays it back to Lucio. Evangelisti. Oh, we're playing it around in the back here now. Kick it long for a lad who's coming short. Nice. Guillaume back to Romani. Oh, fucking hell, come on. They're shit. They haven't won in fucking forever. And then they win an easy corner off us. Gee, bastards. Guillaume. Nicely done from Ruba, gets there, but we still lose out again. Who are these people, and what do they do with the normal Sampdoria? Okay, Gronendijk, Zimiani to Gronendijk again, but doesn't try and run with it. Gallic with the ball. Gallic to Zimiani. Zimiani turns and shoots, but he just puts it wide. 75 minutes, and they have another chance. Abero loses out. We just lump it long. Oh, Sagredo goes right through Fabio. Doesn't even get booked. Quite impressive. And now Velasquez is going to score. I know it. Oh, he doesn't quite, but bloody hell. Yeah, they've been a lot better in this game than they were in the last one. Okay, Knight thrown into the box. Nobody there. And suddenly Abero's completely free. Oh, Fabio, get out. Good lad. Good save from Lucio. 84 minutes. Lucio, big ball up towards Zimiani. He wins the ball again. 2-0-1. Knight up the line. Sivertson's getting there. Castro clears. Knight collects. Yilmaz. Come on, Ruba. Sagredo, Ruba. Come on, boys. Yilmaz. Play it forward. Play it forward. Gronendijk. Can he cross? He does. Kidi. Oh, the keeper saved it. Sivertson's cross. It's coming again and again. It comes in again and it's cleared. Oh, you buggers. And now they get it straight to Abero, who's free. Knight tackles. Beautiful stuff. My phone going off there, or at least it was threatening to. Oh dear. Yilmaz to Gallic to Ruba to Gallic. Yilmaz to Gallic. Turning pass to Sivertson. Kidi has it. Romani makes a great save. He held on to that one. Couldn't hold on to the one but first. Oh, fuck's sake. Ah, unlucky boys. Well, we did pretty well not to lose that, considering they were on top of us quite a lot. Nevertheless, a point's a point, and we go higher away from Juventus at least. We're now 3 points away, 3 points, sorry, above 6th. Ah, we really should have won that. That's disappointing, but not the end of the world. Good, fine. How we didn't... Yeah, I was going to say, it says that I should be thinking how we didn't win it. I mean, I don't think that's true, to be honest with you. But there we go. You're unbeaten in what? 7 games there? Nice. Okay, confidence is high. Each win brings it. We didn't win. It's a great moment for Robert. Everyone at the club. It seems like I'm always saying that someone's just broken their goal scoring duck, which seems odd. Anyway, that leaves us in 4th. That's obviously excellent. Our next game is against Roma and then AC Milan, so those two are probably very big games. But I'd quite like to see us play let's go Cagliari-Torino, because Torino will be a good game to see if we can get into the next round of the Cup, and Cagliari are right behind us in the league, or at least they are currently. They probably won't be by the time we play them, but they're literally the team right below us. So we'll see you for those 2 games then, guys. Not too long in between now and then. Roma, AC Milan, Torino for me, and then Cagliari and Torino for you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.